everybody, and welcome to Knockhill. It is the halfway stage of the 2021 QuickFit British Touring Car Championship, and we are all set. We've been delayed by around about 10 minutes due to, believe it or not, earlier on this morning at 9 o'clock in the first race of the day, fog hit the circuit. And I can actually tell you what race that was, actually, if I take this off my commentary box wall here. First race of the day this morning, the Michelin Ginetta Junior Championship. That got underway at 9:05. It was supposed to be a 16-lap race. The race started in absolute fog. That brought out the red flag. Then the race restarted, and there was another accident as well, a big, big accident at the top of the hill as well, just after Clark's going into his laps. That brought out a second red flag, and the race was cancelled. Then the barrier had to be repaired, the track had to be cleaned up. That then meant that the mini challenge, that was 20 minutes, got underway actually at 9:50, and that then had a safety car period followed by a red flag. That race got canned. The Formula 4 Championship, and they got moved around as well to the lunch break. The Porsches have just been out on the circuit, actually. They've just finished their 20-minute race around about 9 minutes ago, which means that the entire schedule running late as well. We should catch up for the afternoon sessions, but race one here race one here at Knockhill has changed as well. And we're in the position that we were in Snetterton, if you remember as well, when we were on the grid watching around. The only difference is this time I'm in the commentary box here back in our UK studio, not over in Scotland. But yeah, the British Touring Car Championship makes its way across the border, goes over to Scotland for rounds 13, 14 and 15 of the QuickFit British Touring Car Championship. It is a fantastic circuit here as well. 1.2713 miles as well. A very hill-dominated circuit. It's built into the side of the hill of Knockhill, obviously. But Duffer's Dip, turn 1, into Leslie's, McIntyre as well at turn 3, Butcher's, over the hill at the Black Circle chicane, into Brabham's, Clark's curve as well, Hislop's, and the final corner, which is Taylor's hairpin. It is an absolutely fantastic one. But we are running delayed as well. The race due to get underway at 12 o'clock, making this one, which was supposed to be a morning race, into an afternoon race. So it's compacted the schedule altogether. This is the first of 3 races today as well. Race 2 coming up later on. If you want to watch it live on ITV4, that race is scheduled to get underway at 2:40 British Summer Time. However, myself and Edward Hunter will be commentating on Formula E at the time, so you can watch that at 4:10 British Summer Time as well here on YouTube with the delayed watch-along. The last race of the day getting underway at 5:25, all being well. That race as well will be live here on YouTube. And don't forget, we've got the MotoGP coming up next in around about 55 minutes. We will begin our coverage. No, actually, in about an hour, we will begin our coverage of the MotoGP race. And then, of course, going forward, we will have the Formula E season finale. And then we'll all go for all of the action needed for the championship to be decided then, and then back to the touring cars to wrap up the day as well. Cars coming to the grid. Looks like they're all on dry tyres. However, the track is a little bit damp, so I was anticipating them being on different sets of tyres, but everything looks okay at the current moment. Chris Smiley out there as well. The grid girls in attendance as well. That's often either the driver's PR representative, or as we've seen recently as well, is the drivers' partners who go out there as well in COVID as well. So I remember Tom Chilton had his partner as well, and I think even Chloe Chilton, who was Max Chilton's wife as well. I think even she did it at Monaco one year as well. Famous painter, of course, as well, as we all get ready. But as you can tell, delay coverage of the action as we get ready to get underway. Track conditions then, it's cloudy, 12.6 degrees is the air temperature. Track temperature at 15.7 degrees. It says it's dry, so it's been declared a dry race. That's a lot of interesting factors to keep in, because if it is going to be declared a wet race, then we'll have the option to change tyres. But if it does downpour, the fog comes in, expect a red flag to delay the day's coverage as well. But right now it's looking good. It's just gone 12 o'clock now, so the entire situation of the running order has changed dramatically as we try and get race 1 underway before we start the action. So as it's just turned the afternoon, it's good afternoon to everybody watching as well here in the UK and all the way around the world as well, as we get ready for Championship Decider Day for the Formula E Championship and MotoGP races at Austria. British Touring Cars race here as well. Let's take a look at the lap time for Colin Turkington. He started on pole position, of course. So let's ride on board then with Colin down towards turn 1 at Duffers Dip. It's over the hill start as well here at Knockhill before you start the lap time. So here we go, down 6th gear, already breaks down into 4th gear for turn 1 at Duffers Dip. Try and take as much curb as you can to launch the curves. Stay in 4th through Leslie's, drop down to 3rd into McIntyre's. Get on the power at the exit as you rise up through Butchers into the Black Circle chicane. This is the jump at the top, stay in 4th gear. Try not to roll the car, but sometimes it does go over 3 gears. Pull to 5th gear as well as you come into Clark's before you drop down again to 4th. Flick through Clark's curve, then back up to Hislops as well. Try not to get the dust around you at the exit. Pull into 5th gear. Pull into 6th gear as you approach Taylor's hairpin, where you drop down, push forward on the gears down to 2nd gear, 4 gears down as you get a brilliant exit speed as well. Now pull 3rd gear at the exit, pull 4th, and then hold in 5th gear as you come across the line as you approach the control point. And it's a 50, his lap time there, Colin Turkington, was a 50.836 as well. Not a bad lap time at all. You can see the lead for the commentary microphone I'm using is dangling down, so I might have to just hold it in my pocket for a second, as more exclusive content like that can be seen on ITV Motorsport's Twitter. You can do that at ITV Motorsport as we prepare to get going. We're in a delay here, as I said, for the opening touring car race of the day. They're lined up on the grid. It'll be a 24-lap race as well. The scheduled start was 11:45. We've on air now around about, I can't tell, 8 minutes or so. So that's not too bad as the Porsche safety car at the front there of the grid. Let's take a look at the starting tyres then. So on the soft compounds, Turkington, Proctor, Smiley and Cook. The mediums for Hill, Sutton and Moffat. Butcher on softs, Ingram medium, Olive on soft, Shedden medium, and then softs for Lloyd, Morgan, Jelly, Plato and Chilton. Turns to the ballast, 15 kilograms for Turkington, 27 for Cook, 48 for Hill, 75 as well for Ash Sutton, who's the championship leader coming into this one. Sutton leads the title. As I said, he's on 126 points, leads it by just 4 points to the board to Tom Ingram as well, both with 2 wins this season as well, so that's a lot to look forward to. Dan Rowbottom on 114, Jake Hill 103, Adam Morgan on 100 as well. The championship with 21 points for a win, plus a bonus point for leading the race lap. The championship is incredibly close, and we're in effectively this weekend. It's weekend 5, it's round 13, 14 and 15 of 30, so this is the halfway stage of the season this weekend here at Knockhill. So expect to see a lot of action, a lot of elbows out this weekend as the championship starts to get a little bit more aggressive. Following this one, of course, 2 weeks' time, we're in Thruxton. Expect as well some live coverage from Thruxton, but not all live, because we've got Formula 1 returning with the Belgium Grand Prix and MotoGP's British Grand Prix as well. So we're running priority for MotoGP and Formula 1 that weekend. So don't expect to see too much from Thruxton. But you will see all the races, but maybe delayed later. Croft as well, rounds 19, 20 and 21. Then we get over to Silverstone's National for 22, 23, 24. Donington, very late on in the season. We're trying to get there as well with this news that the Japanese Grand Prix might be cancelled. We're trying to get to the Donington round of the British Touring Car Championship and present and commentate on site like we did last time as well. That's rounds 25, 26 and 27. And rounds 28, 29 and 30 of the championship comes to you from Brands Hatch Grand Prix. And that will be, as I said, the last round of the season. Something's wrong with my microphone there. I can feel it as well, wobbling. But still, getting ready. Green lights will be coming on shortly, which is fantastic news. 11 minutes of pre-show that we didn't expect it to do. this race, of course, we've already planned out the MotoGP as well. We won't have enough time to do a proper pre-show, so we've congested it all down as well. And we'll come to the box just as the cars go on to the bikes, so go on to the formation lap. So we've got all that sorted as well. It won't just be me standing here, of course. We've got a driver tracker in operation that you can watch throughout the race as well. We've got the live timing as well on the side. And we've also got the race control messages. So anything you see, I see as well up here in the box bar. The TV pictures you can watch along on ITV4, on itv.com, and all the way around the world. I think 10 Sports Network has it in Australia as well. But stay with us here if you can't watch anything. It's going to be a lot more fun coming into this one as well. And also, I haven't got my ears in at the moment, so I'm just talking as it would be in the box. I can see if my levels are all right before that, because I'll switch over to the comms headset in a few seconds' time. But they do get a bit of a pain, and you try and limit them as much as you can as well. But do get in touch, use the YouTube chat as well throughout this broadcast, and we'll get into all of the action for you as well. As I hope and pray that after blagging for a lot longer, we are coming to the start. Rory Butcher has actually just started a live on his Instagram as well. So I hope that's not him saying that the race has been delayed again. Track conditions look absolutely fine, so we should get going. In fact, let's have a look at the weather. I can tell you that now as well. Humidity at 89%, air temperature 12.8, the barometric pressure 1007 MB, and track temperature at 15.9. It's gone up a lot, so the humidity's actually dropped. Sorry, the humidity's dropped from what it was at 11:30 as well. That was in a high 94. Now it's dropped to 90 as well. Now it's just gone to 89 as I say that. So track temperatures and the humidity around the circuit dropping. But it is in Scotland. It is the Scotland weather. It can change in a microsecond here as well, as we've seen so often this season. And if I know the race was... I got told by Steve Ryder the race would be underway at 12 o'clock. Honestly, I'm never trusting Steve again. Steve Ryder with this ever again, because he's kept us waiting for quite a while for the start of this race, which I'm not very happy with him about. Maybe it's the TV broadcasters as well having that, but still getting ready. Britain's Got Talent auditions now on. That's clearly more important than the actual racing action we've got going on as well. But we're getting ready for the green lights to go out, and it's about time to switch over to the top of the commentary box as well, to switch over as we get ready for the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship. The cars are finally ready to leave the grid as well, which is absolutely fantastic news. Delay of around about half hour nearly as we're getting ready for the formation lap to begin. Finally, the cars all getting ready. It's a 29 car field as well as we get ready. And there's rain on the camera lens for Colin Turkington as well. You can see little spots of rain on the top there of his car. So I wonder if that's going to be an issue going forward. But still, we're under a delay after the fog this morning and the red flag. So it's about time to get this action started as well. Let's take a look at the grid. Row 1 sees Colin Turkington alongside Senna Proctor. Row 2, Chris Smiley alongside Josh Cook. Row 3 sees Jake Hill alongside Ash Sutton. Row 4 sees Aidan Moffat alongside Rory Butcher. Row 5 sees Tom Ingram alongside Tom Oliphant. Row 6, local man Gordon Shedden. He's alongside Dan Lloyd. Drop further down, it's Adam Morgan and Stephen Jelly. Row 8, Jason Plato and Tom Chilton. And then row 9, Ollie Jackson and Jack Goff. Row 10 is as Daniel Osborne and Sam Osborne as well. Dan Rowbottom and Sam Osborne. Sam Schmeltz and Jade Edwards. Then on row 11, row 12, Aaron Taylor-Smith and Paul Rivette making his return to the championship. Row 13, Carl Bordley and Jack Mitchell. Row 14 of the grid then is Jack Butel and Nick Hamilton. And on row 15, Ricky Paffett is right down at the back as well. So the cars are ready to leave the grid then. Finally, Ben Forbes says, what is an incident to abuse the delay? Was it a bad incident to abuse the delay? Yes, it was. This morning, in the first race of the day for the Michelin Ginetta Juniors as well, we had a situation where heavy fog laid across the circuit here in the mountains. and it caused the red flag. And then when the race got restarted, there was a nasty incident at the top of his lops as well, coming out the Clark curve, ripped off the barriers, ripped off all of the Ginettas as well. The bodyworks was ripped off, so we were in a long delay with that one as well. As finally they head onto the formation lap to continue with the ballast that I was talking about earlier as well. Turkington on 15, Cook on 27, Hill on 48, Sutton 75, Butcher 21, Ingram 66 kilograms, Shedden 33, Morgan 39, and Jelly is on 9 kilograms of ballast as well. With Rivette racing for. Why is Rivette racing? Paul Rivette back in the championship after incidents back at Snetterton has forced a few drivers out of it. So Paul Rivette just back for this weekend's running. He will be changed over by the time the action returns to Thruxton. As the green flag flies as well over the chicane area, the black circles chicane as well up the top. They've renamed some parts of this track as well, which makes it interesting. Let's move finally. If you can still hear me. There we go. Apologies for that. Let's move finally over to the graphics that you'll see at the start of the race. Got our timing screens and the lap counter, and this will go green flag running, safety car, red flag, tell you it all. And of course, this is my favourite one. Round 13 to 30. This is the driver tracker that will have in operation throughout the race as well. So this driver tracker, you'll have on the same thing I have up here in the box as well. And that will be when after the lights go out at the end of lap 1, because it takes a lap for all the cars to fully register on this monitor. So we'll come back up to the box. It's a 24-lap race, as I said. They'll do 2 formation laps due to it being a 1.27-mile circuit. If you remember Brands Hatch Indy, they do much of the similar situation. But Butcher warming his tyres so much, he almost just actually lost it into the barrier at the exit. To Butcher giving it everything he's got at the moment in order to get some tyre temperature as they come on. Checkered flag now waving at the start line as well to indicate this is your last warm-up lap. Let's hear from him.
That should help these last 3. There's a few guys around me on the medium on a different strategy, so going through our own race and just hopefully make up some ground. We'll give our best.
Yeah, it's going to be.
So there we go. That was Rory Butcher saying there's a lot of guys around him on different tyre compounds. He'll do his best throughout the race as well. Don't blame him one bit. Get ready for the action to start. Round 13 of the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship as well here in good old Scotland with Knockhill. This race always a favourite of mine as well because you never know what's going to happen. It's short track racing at its very, very best. Drama follows this track, and rightly so in many situations. They're coming up now. They're almost ready for the green flag procedure to get underway. We all rev up as well. Keep up with the chat comments as well throughout this race. Finally, we're going to get started. It's been a half an hour delay. That is how long. This race should only take about 23 minutes. It's been half an hour's delay to the commentary here. Tell you what, if there's a delay later on in the race, we might be able to do race 2 live, depending on when Formula E finishes. 45 minutes plus 1 lap for Formula E. If there's more red flags and more delays, it could help us here, actually, before the start of the 3rd race of the day. Coming up to the grid then, into the grid hatchings. It's been a long delay. 20-minute build-up coverage. I mean, I'm never listening to Steve Ryder again. Next time we're going live literally on the parade lap when there's a delay like this. If you're watching later on and want to watch on with race 2, that will be delayed. Coming up at 4:10 at British Summer Time. We'll be going from the formation lap start if you want to sync up your recordings later on. Race 1 here, right now, this is live coverage. And you can tell when we're live because we'll have the driver tracker in operation. Every delayed race, we just have live timing and the monitors. Every race we are live, we will have the driver tracker in operation. Okay, folks, here we go then. The grid has been formed. The engine notes will rise. Round 13 of the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship is about to get underway Revs will rise. Turkington on pole position with Senna Proctor alongside him. All 5 lights are on. Lights out. Race on now. Good start from Turkington. Bad start from Proctor. The second row just didn't get going. It's like they bogged down going over the hill and into the first corner at Duffer's Dip. It's Turkington leading from Proctor. Side-by-side action further back as well. So far everyone's going well as they come into McIntyre's for the first time. Butcher getting squeezed out further back, but Turkington with a great start. Proctor now dropping back into Chris Smiley. Smiley and Cook had an absolutely terrible start. They just did not get going. It wasn't the usual launch off the line we've been expecting. Cars looking to the inside, then coming down into Clark's Curve as well. But at the end of the first lap, it's Turkington who's going to have the lead of this race from Proctor. Smiley trying to go around the outside as well. So far, just holding it together. Why is Turkington stopped to the line? That's what I want to know. As it's still there as well. Ingram gets a tap from the back of Butcher across the line. So, let's take a look. Here is the driver tracker fully operational now. According to Turkington, his driver tracker stopped at the line, but now he gets restarted. There you go. So Turkington leads this race at the moment as they come through once again. Proctor, Smiley and Cook all are bound up together as well over second place. They're still holding the inside line. Up the hill into the Black Circle chicane as well. Having a better line through it. Having a much better line as we come Butcher on board. Nice up the inside as Shedden gets a move on Tom Oliphant for 10th place. Josh Cook looking left and right to try and get past Chris Smiley. And at the same time, we've got Josh Cook coming into play as well. And still, Proctor having to defend the inside line as Shedden sends it out the inside of Butcher. Further back, there we go, Butcher and Ingram battling together now as well. As Shedden joining this little party. So they're all bumping up again out there on the circuit. As we start lap 3 of 24. Turkington leads from Proctor, Smiley, Cook, Hill, Sutton, Moffat, Ingram as well, as you can see on your monitors. And still it's having an effect here in the championship running orders. And take a look at the driver track alongside me in the box as well. A lot of action to keep into contention here today with, as I said, 28 cars in action here for the race. It is a very small, dramatic championship as they still circulate out here. Jake Hill coming under attack as well into the chicane from Ash Sutton. Sutton trying to find a way through as we ride with Aidan Moffat in the Laser Tools Racing. Sutton's teammate who caused contact with him, remember last time out at the previous race in Alton Park Race 3. And Moffat trying to go back, but Sutton looking on at Hill as well. Now we've got the tyre compounds as well up here in the box. Sutton, Moffat, Ingram on the mediums. Jake Hill is on the soft compound tyre. So he's got the advantage down towards this half of the track. Softs shouldn't degrade that much actually on this track, considering... and big off into the gravel and into the wall as well. Dan Lloyd in the 1-2-3 car into the wall. So that is going to have to be a safety car as Dan Lloyd hits the barriers at the exit of Clark's Curve as well. It's actually, it's in Clark's. So that's going to bring out surely a safety car. No sign at the moment of even a yellow on the track. Still dive bombing up the inside as well. Ash Sutton going through, trying to pass Jake Hill. Moffat's in there as well. As we see Lloyd dropping down the order. Butcher down into 10th place. Butcher down to 10th. Shedden moves up to P9 as well. So they're switching positions as now we get the confirmation that the safety car has indeed been deployed. It had to be. So the race will be extended again by 3 laps. The safety car is deployed. And that is because Dan Lloyd's car is heavily into the wall. So safety car deployed. The red Porsche. Oh, that's an interesting one. We haven't seen the red Porsche for a while as the safety car comes out. So as I take a seat, Turkington will meet that Porsche at the end now. So Turkington leads from Proctor. Let's take a look once again. So it's actually up at the Black Circle chicane. Lloyd is going to just go wide at the exit and just no brakes almost. Slides across the kitty litter gravel trap and into the wall. He gets out of the car. Tyre wall looks okay. They'll just need to extract that car and we should be good to go. So this could be lengthy, this could be short. It's a difficult situation, but it's lap 6 of 24. The race will be extended by at least 3 laps in this race. So we've got to wait to see how long it's going to take out there. So Turkington's gap he had, which was averaging over 2.5 seconds, is now reduced to 0.9. So just less than a second at the moment as the safety car comes out. Here at Knockhill, lap 6 of 24. The safety car makes its appearance in this race once again, believe it or not. And the question of the hour is, what's going to happen next? So let's take a look then. On board with Butcher. Down into the chicane. Butcher goes to the inside, dive bombs Ingram, and nearly touches the back of Sutton. But yeah, Ingram actually got a better exit round the outside and was able to keep that position. So a nice little move there from Ingram to hold it back in round 13 of 30. So the action still in high drama here for the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship. We're under the safety car, lap 7 of 24. Over the chicane, we're just watching highlights now, effectively, of this race so far, of the 4 racing laps we had. Still 6 minutes in before we got that safety car call, so it's not that bad overall. As they run through as well. Track temperature now has increased to 17.3. Taking a look. Yeah, actually, yeah, increasing higher and higher to where it was earlier on in this race. As we're still under the safety car. It's just coming through the exit of Clark's now before Hislop's. And Dan Lloyd's car is still down at the circuit as the tyre wall has been beached in with it. So that rubber soft abrasive has got to be taken off and repaired as well. And you do start to worry about how long this safety car is going to be out for. It's lap 7:24. This delay has already taken now 22 minutes past 12. The MotoGP starting at the top of the next hour. So should be able to get this race done and started. Glad we had a pre-race change around as well as we look back on the inside. A lot of drama and action here. Turkington, Proctor, Smiley, Cook, Hill, Sutton, Moffat, Ingram, Shedden, Butcher, the top 10, Oliphant, Plato, Jelly, Jackson, Morgan, Rowbottom, Chilton, Osborne, Goff, Smelt, Edwards, Taylor Smith, Revette, Bordley, Butel. As then we get further back, Paffett, Hamilton, Mitchell. The orders now as Dan Lloyd's car is towed out of the gravel trap. There isn't too much damage to the front there of the Adrian Flux 123, so hopefully he's going to get it back out there and get a green light restart. Race will be extended. That's the message from race control as well. You'll be able to see those messages in that box here on the monitor. So we've got to get that Nissan Juke truck is going to tow the touring car out of the way. The Adrian Flux guys watch on in the pit box now. Just having to wait and wonder what's going to happen next. But we need to get this race started. More desperately so. This race needs to get underway. ASAP. They're actually discussing right now, are we going to tow this car or not? Because it's in a strange area of the track. So, are they going to tow it all the way back to the pit lane, or are they going to tow it to the end of the track? This is an interesting situation. Let's have a look. Yeah, Dan Lloyd now 17 places lost. Mitchell's lost 2 places at his start as well. As they warm up their tyres again. Almost a little bit of sunshine breaking out then here at Knockhill after the heavy, heavy fog we had this morning, which stopped the early races. It's now actually getting quite bright at certain parts. Still a lot of cloud out, but I can see a little bit of sunshine breaking through. Certainly a lot brighter than what it was this morning, which is fantastic news. As we're on lap 9 now of 24. Everyone is still circulating behind this safety car. And I do feel as well that with IndyCar, the British Touring Car Championship does have a little bit of a failing when it comes to the safety cars. They're out too long and they extend the race again too long. Paul Rivette watching on. A champion, of course, and before. And I'm surprised that Paul Rivette's not done a full championship year, actually, before. As we take a look at Ollie Jackson's start, Ollie Jackson actually up the field at the moment. He is, I'm still here, look at the bottom. Jackson's up into 14th place at the moment, which is great news. Safety car still circulating them for at least another lap. So it's been out since lap 4, so we'll only have 3 laps extended, remember, so now we're eating into the actual race time as well, which is never, ever, ever good news. As they still wonder. Here at Knockhill, 3 laps will be extended, that's all we know, so it'll become a 27-lap race. As Ollie Jackson watches on now, as they still wander behind the safety car. If you're still joining us, here we're under the safety car at Knockhill after Dan Lloyd hit the wall hard at the exit of the Black Circle chicane. And the safety car is coming in this lap, so the race is about to restart. That's what we needed on the end. So the race will be extended, as I said, to 27 laps. You get an extra 3 because of the safety car, despite it's been out for a number of lap times now. There's the confirmation, 27 laps, green flag back out. It's time to go racing once again here at Knockhill. Green flags are out, the race now restarts. 27 laps, the new distance. Turkington leads, Proctor, Smiley, Cook, Hill, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the line. Down towards turn 1 at Duffer's Dip for the 11th time. Clean restart procedure. There's the confirmation if you can read it that small. New race distance is 27 laps. Up towards the chicane we go. Trying to have a little bit of normality as the entire field bunched back up again, as you can see. As they come through, Clark's once again up towards the hairpin. This is Taylor's hairpin as well. Every time I think of it, I think Taylor from Gilmore Girls. Don't know why. As they come in now to the heavy braking uphill section of the track. No cars looking for a manoeuvre though. Saying that, Gordon Shedden looking behind Ingram at the same time. Morgan looks to the inside of Ollie Jackson as well. Down the start-finish straight we go. Morgan looks to the inside. Jackson goes to defend as well. Dan Rowbottom is having a look at Morgan, and Chilton is involved as well. So still a little bit of a battle between those two. As on the inside, Ingram looks to get ahead. We're on board with Shedden. Looking ahead now to Ingram. Up the hill. Jumping over. Someone's in the gravel. Who hit the gravel? Who's in front of Ingram? Moffat. Moffat touched the gravel. As they come back through. Butcher to 10th. Shedden to 9th. Shedden attacking Ingram. Butcher's attacking Shedden. A lot of action now as Butcher. And Shedden dramatically looks to the inside of Taylor's hairpin. Can't find a way through here as well. Right to the exit with the accelerator on. And where is Shedden going to go as they jump over the hill down towards Duffer's Dip once again? No, Ingram holds ahead as Oliphant goes to the inside, and Tom Oliphant gets ahead of Rory Butcher. As Butcher swings round the outside, coming into McIntyre's. Late on the inside line, Oliphant has to back out of it. Butcher fighting back in the Toyota against the BMW. Didn't expect that one as they approach the Black Circle chicane at the jump of the hill. As Shedden tries to go around the outside of Ingram, Butcher's now left Oliphant to have a go with Plato. Turkington leads with the fastest lap of 51.006 at the moment. Side by side further back as well. Is this Shedden trying to go around the outside of Ingram? Ingram leaves him enough room on the outside line. Breaks to go a bit later. Shedden gets a fantastic run out of the corner. They're side by side down the straight as well as Dan Rowbottom having to defend aggressively as well from Tom Chilton. But Shedden gets ahead of Ingram. Down towards turn 1. Did Rowbottom hold off Chilton? Yes, he did for 16th place. So Shedden up to 8th. Times changing, positions changing. Oh, it's good fun, isn't it, at the moment here for the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship. Butcher Now he's right on the back of Ingram. Ingram defending the inside line, coming into Clark's. Okay, says Butcher. I'll get a greater exit. And as we come through his lops together, I'll throw it up the inside of Taylor's hairpin. Meantime, very late manoeuvre from Josh Cook at the front. Down at Taylor's hairpin on a Smiley. And that didn't work out at all. Lost a position, in fact. Hill, so Smiley goes back through for third place. And they're switching away at the moment. Holding it through. Oliphant now right behind as well. He's past Butcher, but watching Josh Cook come into pressure now from Jake Hill. 4th and 5th on the track at the moment, and they're still quite a lot side by side together. Still going to try and have some form of attack mode, still some form of battle mode out on the circuit. 15 to 17. I told you this race is actually quite quick once it's over. More than halfway in the race now as Ingram once again. That's Oliphant. Oliphant getting through on Butcher at the chicane. So there's the replay. And Rory fighting now at the exit. Okay, so it's Ingram. So it's Shedden 8th, Ingram 9th, Butcher 11th. With Oliphant in 10th place as well, just slotting into the positions as they cross the line. Starting once again, and Ingram is holding up about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars, in fact, as well. As up the inside as well, we're on board with Ollie Jackson. And Jackson trying to have an attack with Morgan just ahead of him. Morgan's been passed by Stephen Jelly. Morgan still remaining in 14th place as well. The onboard action as well with the 2 screen as we're on board with Butcher looking ahead to Oliphant. ITV's graphics very confusing to the rest of them. It's quite hard to keep an eye on it. Running back through now. Hill under pressure from Sutton. Sutton got a tremendous exit out of Taylor's hairpin as well. And Jake Hill knows it. Having to go defensive to the inside line towards Duffer's Dip. And Sutton sends it round the outside. Sells in the dummy. Looks back to the inside. Hill not moving anywhere. And Hill holds it back. Sutton on 2 wheels through Duffer's Dip. Through Leslie's. Into McIntyre's. And Hill very much now getting pushed round by Sutton. How much until Sutton's going to jump ahead of him? Over the chicane we go. Shedden is under attack as well as Sutton got a great exit as well. Coming into Clark's as well. And Sutton goes through with a great manoeuvre. He has on 2 wheels, cut the grass as well. At the black circle chicane, got a fantastic run down Bradbams. And into Clark's, he sends it on the inside. As Smiley now versus Cook. Cook trying to go around the outside. Smiley defends the inside line. Still trying to circulate it. Not paying off there. Hill trying to get back ahead of Sutton. Not working out as well. Smiley going aggressive defending as well as Josh Cook looks left, looks right. Sutton now again having to defend from Hill. Hill trying to go around the outside, not working. Cut to the front. Smiley pushing Josh Cook towards the pit exit line as well. Gets a little bit unstable through the first couple of corners. Into McIntyre's at turn 3. And yeah, Cook's got the inside line now, but backs out of it, nearly touches him. It's single file through the black circle chicane. Up the hill we go once again. Trying to get through on Clark's. That's an opportunity, but Taylor's hairpin, one of 2 real overtaking spots on this track, is the way to go for it next, I think. It's the only realistic manoeuvre he's got left. Down we go. Into Taylor's hairpin we go. Cook looks around the outside. Smiley defending the inside line. He's going to have a very poor exit though at the exit. He's going to be slower compared to Josh Cook. He knows it. Goes aggressively defending. Has to move back as well. Josh Cook hasn't got the power up the hill compared to that Hyundai in the Honda as well. Side by side again towards turn 1 at Duffer's Dip. But nope, not working out there either. As Jake Hill comes under pressure now as we ride on board with Aidan Moffat in the second Laser Tools Racing. Looking to the inside. Hasn't got a move there either. And now Smiley aggressively defending as well from Josh Cook. Cook over the top of the black circle chicane down to Brabhams. Trying to look around the outside into Clark's curve as well. Not paying off there. Gets a great exit though. And now tries to go around the outside, and once again Smiley blocking him. Cook sells in the dummy. Tries now to go around the outside, coming into Taylor's hairpin. That's going to force Smiley to take the aggressive inside line. Cook should be able to get the cut back. It's exactly what he's trying to do at the exit. And it's aggressive defending from Smiley. They do touch bumper to bumper. That forces Cook to back out of it. Drifts around the outside. Sutton now joining the party. He's now right alongside actually Josh Cook. 3-way fight for third place. Smiley, Cook and Sutton. As Adam says, it's the Colin Turkington show at Knockhill today. Absolutely. Turkington 2.5 seconds ahead of Senna Proctor. Colin Turkington dominating this one as he tries to get his championship back on track. Currently, he's down in 9th place on 89 points and he's only won once this year as Josh Cook sends up the inside of Clark's curve and gets ahead of Chris Smiley. That leaves Smiley vulnerable to the fast-moving Subaru as well of... On the inside, coming now off Sutton. Sutton goes to the inside, and Sutton forces, actually, Smiley out wide. Jake Hill tries to capitalise too by going on the inside of Taylor Tippin. So through goes Cook at Clark's. Sutton got through as well down at the hairpin. And Jake Hill trying now desperately to hold on to his dignity as Moffat's behind him. Spin, spin, spin. Tom Oliphant. So the second of the BMWs off the track. That's at the hairpin. That's at the exit of the Taylor's hairpin. He's gone into the field area that follows the start-finish straight. So that's a very unusual place to go off. I've only seen Paul O'Neill do that, really, when he hit the pit wall back in 2013. Back now as well, coming back, lap 21 of 27. Our MotoGP coverage will start at 55 minutes past the hour. This hour, so coming up in around about 24 minutes' time, we will begin coverage of the MotoGP, as this is Oliphant getting a big, big whack by Butcher, I think. Yeah, Butcher got a hit big. So Rory Butcher might just get a penalty for that one. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Tom Chilton moves ahead of Adam Morgan as well. Osborne moves ahead. Oh, well, we know why Jackson's dropping down the order as well. In fact, Jackson's dropped 7 places in that last lap. Taylor Smith's dropped 8. Is there a connection between the two? Well, we're about to see something here down at Taylor's hairpin. Is this a contact manoeuvre between the two? Big lock up from Jackson down at the hairpin and dropped 7 positions. And then it was a slow run there for Aaron Taylor Smith in the 40 car at the exit. Like it was missing gears. And who's in the pit lane? Oliphant back into the pit. So Oliphant's retired from this race, but everyone else still continuing, bar Dan Lloyd, who caused that safety car earlier on in the race. And here is Colin Turkington. A 51.006 is the fastest lap time. He has 3.8 seconds to Senna Proctor. Colin Turkington, an absolute machine here at Knockhill. He does enjoy this track. I remember one year he won 2 out of the 3 races as well. Turkington does love Knockhill. We've even had Plato winning a race here before. I think that was back in 2018, maybe 2019, if memory serves me correct. It's one of those 2 years that we were here in the new comms box. I remember it happening. So it must have been 2019 because he didn't win it in 2020. And of course, Knockhill very much earlier in the campaign than what it is usually. Usually Knockhill is rounds 19, 20 and 21. This year, it's now the halfway stage of the season. It's all changing around. Next year, however, the calendar reforms to what we normally see of it with Brands Hatch, Donington, Thruxton, the openers. As we see the 2 Laser Tools Racings coming alongside once again. Jake Hill in between them. As well as there's the 48 car of Ollie Jackson now into the pit lane. So Jackson down and out of the race. Checking the front drive shaft as well. So I wonder what the problem there is, as we're now into the extra laps that were granted by the safety car coming out. It's laps 25, 26 and 27. That are the 3 added on due to the safety car, as they still run out now on the track. Moffat having a great little run behind Jake Hill. And you've really got to keep your fingers crossed here that we're going to have a sensible performance of racing. Oh, and by the way, almost certainly, considering that the next race on the day, in between this one of the touring cars, we've got the GT4 Super Cup and then the lunch break. Almost certainly, considering it's going to be 110, 105 to 150 when the lunch break is, it looks like we're going to have a situation where race 2 also could be delayed. As meantime as well, we've got action. Butcher, Chilton, Jelly, Morgan, Plato, all in the battle for 10th place. Butcher has now got past Tom Ingram as well. As coming into play, Stephen Jelly's under pressure. Chilton and Morgan as well over 12th place. Jelly trying to go through and get 10th away from Tom Ingram as well. And now as we push back, remember the starting grid for race 2 is the race results from this race 1. As we see a replay, Butcher, oh, that's Ingram getting it way wide and actually letting through Butcher at the McIntyre's turn 3. Tried to get back through, didn't, and Chilton going right round the outside of Adam Morgan as well. Here's Jade Edwards in the 99 BTC rating as well at the back. And Jade's running in 26th place at the moment, and the last of the runners. I think she's had an off somewhere on the track, but it's nice to see her out there as they still run. Lap 26 is over. It's now time for the last lap of this race. 51.694, the last lap time there for Colin Turkington. It's a quick old run around here at Knockhill for the first race of the day. Runs it through again. Let's take another look, actually, because we've got Sam Schmeltz, Sam Osborne, and Carl Bordley. Bordley touching the back of Osborne, coming the exit of McIntyre's and coming into Butcher's as well. Just a little rub together. But Colin Turkington enters Clark's Curve as well. Through his laps. The last racing corner on the lap will be Taylor's hairpin. Colin Turkington trying to get his championship back on track here at the halfway stage. Can he mount a late charge for the title? He loves Knockhill. Once again, he's the master of the mountain. Colin Turkington wins for the second time this year, takes the checkered flag, and wins round 13 of the QuickFit British Touring Car Championship. His second win of the year. Senna Proctor is second. Josh Cook takes third. Sutton fourth. And who's going to be across the line? Jake Hill trying for 6th place. It's Smith 5th. Hill 6th. Just holds off Moffat for 7th as well on the board. Shedden comes home 8th on his home circuit. Butcher will come home in 9th place. Ingram rounds out the top 10. Jelly will be 11th. Chilton in 12th. Morgan 13th. Plato, Rowbottom complete the points in 14th and 15th. Goff is 16th. Sam Schmeltz 17th. Carl Bordley 18th. Sam Osborne 19th. Butel 20th. Paffett 21st. Mitchell in 22nd. Then we get Rivette 23rd, Hamilton 24th, Taylor Smith 25th, Edwards is 26th on the board. Jackson, Oliphant and Lloyd, the 3 retirements from the first race of the day here at Knockhill. Not a bad run. Colin Turkington, his second win of the year, and he gets the fastest lap as well. So 21 points for a race win. An extra bonus point for the fastest lap and an extra bonus point for leading a lap. So 23 points goes the way on the board for Colin Turkington here at round 13 of the season. Not bad at all, actually. Well done, everyone. That's it then from this race. We will be back. Now, race 2 will be live on ITV4. That will get underway scheduled at 2:40 British Summer Time. However, myself and Edward Hunter will be commentating on the live coverage of the Formula E season finale with the championship on the line. So the Touring Cars Race 2 will be coming to you delayed at 4 o'clock British Summer Time as well. And then you can join us at 5:25 British Summer Time for all of the action from the last race of the day. Right, next up, it's MotoGP. Follow us here on YouTube for all of the action. We'll see you in a few moments' time. Bye for now.